Hello everyone, it's me Sanjay Vasu back again for another video. This time I'm doing it on Cambridge Lower Secondary Progression Test for Mathematics Stage 7 Paper 1 2022. Not allowed to use a calculator. Let's start. Question 1. Work out 9 into 10 to the power 5. That's equal to 9 into 100,000. And that's 900,000. That's the answer. 2a. Work out 80 minus 7 into 3 squared, which is equal to 80 minus 7 into 9, because we do exponent first and then we multiply now. So 80 minus 63, which is equal to 17. B. Insert brackets to make the calculation correct. 4 plus 3 squared into 5 minus 1 is equal to 40. Now 3 squared is 9. If we bring the 4 to the other side, that means 9 into 5 minus 1 is equal to 36 when we add brackets. If we add brackets here, that means 9 into 4 is equal to 36. So the brackets are supposed to be right here. Question 3. Here's a function machine. A. Find the output when input is negative 9. So negative 9 plus 47, we get 38. B. Find the input when output is 32. 32 minus 47, inverse operation, we get negative 15. Question 4. Draw a ring around each number that's a common multiple of 3 and 4. Let's start with 120. 120 divided by 3 is 40, integer. And 120 divided by 4 is 30, also an integer. That's why we can say 120 is a common multiple of these two. 342. When we divide by 3, we get 114, which is an integer. But when we divide by 4, we get 85.5, which is not an integer, so that's not counted. 998. When we divide by 3, we get 332, 2 by 3, and that's not an integer. Also, when we divide by 4, we get 249.5. So this is not an integer either, so this is not counted. 384. When we divide by 3, we get 128. And when we divide by 4, we get 96, which is also an integer, so we can circle that. That's the answer. And also, I forgot to mention that instead of dividing separately by 3 and 4, you can divide by 3 into 4, which is dividing all the numbers by 12. So you can do 120 by 12, 342 by 12, 998 by 12, and 384 by 12. And if you get an integer after that, that means it's a common multiple. Otherwise, it's not, like these two. That's the answer. Question 5. Here's a circle. A. Draw and label 1 a chord and 2 a tangent. A chord is a line which does not pass through the center of the circle, but then it connects 2 points on the circumference, like this. And the tangent is a line which only touches 1 point on the circle. And we can draw it like that. This is the tangent. This is the chord. B. Complete the sentence using 2 words from the list. In a circle, the dash is perpendicular to the dash when they touch. If you know circle geometry, this will be quite easy. The radius and tangent always meet at 90 degrees. So that means the radius is perpendicular to the tangent where they touch. You can actually swap these, it doesn't matter, but then you need to write these two. Question 6. Mia records the number of cars of different colors passing her school one morning. Draw a ring around each of the representations that would be suitable to display this information. For this one, we need to see which ones can record data where one of them is a number and the other one is text. So for a bar chart, it's possible because the number can be the height of the bar and the name of the bar can be the text or the color name. Scalar graph cannot do this, Venn diagram cannot do this, line graph cannot do this. We need 2 number values for this. For example, time and temperature, we need to have 2 number values. Both of them are numbers, so we need that kind of values for these 3. But a pie chart, you need to name the sections of a pie chart, right? So if we draw a pie chart, something like this, like that, we need to name this section. This can be like red color, yellow color, and then blue color. So this is possible. So pie chart can also be used. That's the answer. Question 7. Point A has coordinates 1, 5, and point B has image of point A after translation 2 left and 3 down. Coordinates of point B, just write that down. So we just do 1 minus 2 because 2 left, comma 5 minus 3 because 3 down. We get minus 1, 2. That's the answer. Question 8. Ahmed says 29 is a cube number. Tick to show if he is correct, yes or no. Explain how you know. 29 is not a cube number because we cannot cube any integers. Remember the word integers to get the number 29. The nearest cube is actually 27, which is equal to 3 cubed. And then the 4 cubed is equal to 64. And in between these are all decimals for the number which is cubed. And that's why 29 cannot be a cube number. Question 9. The exchange rate between pounds and dollars is 4 pounds equals $5. Take to show if each of these statements about pounds and dollars equals true or false. 8 pounds equals $9. False, because we don't add over here, like add 4, that doesn't work. You have to multiply and divide because this is direct proportion. 16 pounds is $20. When you multiply both sides by 4, we get 16 is to 20. So 16 pounds, $20 is correct. True. And now 26 pounds equals $32.50. So we multiply 4 into 6.5 to get 26. So 5 into 6.5, that actually is equal to 32.50, so this is correct. Question 10. A, here are the first 4 terms in the sequence. 1. Write down the next 2 terms in the sequence. First, what's the term-to-term rule? We subtract 5 every time, so term-to-term rule minus 5. So minus 9 minus 5 is minus 14. Minus 14 minus 5 is minus 19. 2. Describe the term-to-term rule for the sequence. I just said that. Subtract 5. B. The nth term of a different sequence is 6n. 1. Find the 8th term in the sequence. Substitute 8 as n, so 6 into 8, 48. 2. Draw a ring around a number that's a term in the sequence 6n. So what we need to do is we equate 6n is equal to all of these. So when 6n is equal to 26, n is not a whole number. And the same thing story for 106 and 604. But for 72, when 6n is equal to 72, then n is equal to 72 divided by 6, which is equal to 12, and that is a whole number. That's why 72 is a term in the sequence 6n. Question 11. Draw a ring around the letter of the net that makes a cuboid. First thing we can see is that A is not correct because there's 3 of each kind of side, which is not possible. There has to be an even number of each size of the shape which forms a face in the cuboid. Next thing is B is not correct because these 2 sides will join together, but then they are not the same length. Now C is not correct because these 2 sides will overlap on each other. This edge will come here, this edge will come here. They will overlap, and that's why it's wrong. But D is correct because all 4 of these will fold onto this square, and this square will fold at the back on the opposite side of this one. So this net makes a cuboid. Question 12. Chen has a fair 8-sided dice numbered 1 to 8. He rolls the dice once. Look at the probability scale. Write down the letter of the arrow that shows the probability that he rolls. A, an even number. So 1 to 8, there are 4 even numbers. 2, 4, 6, and 8. So probability will be 4 by 8, which is 1 by 2. And because 1 by 2 is equal to 0.5, it's the letter D. Now for B, multiple of 3. So there are 2 multiples of 3 here. There's 3 and 6. So it'll be 2 by 8, which is 1 by 4. and that's shown by the middle of 0 and 0.5, 0.25, that's C. C, the number 9. We know that number 9 does not exist in the numbers 1 to 8, so it's the value 0, which is equal to A. Question 13, write the name of a 3D shape that has two faces, one of which is curved. If you're thinking about curved faces, you're probably thinking about a cylinder, a sphere, or a cone. We can take out sphere because it has only one face, and we can take out cylinder because it has three faces, and we need two. But cone has two faces, and if I will draw a sample cone, this is a curved face, this is a straight face. So, the answer is cone. Question 14. In the year 2000, the house was valued at $80,000. In 2020, the same house was valued at $280,000. Work out the value of the house in 2020 as a percentage of its value in 2000. So that'll be 280,000 divided by 80,000 multiplied by 100% to get the percentage. Cancel 4 zeros. 28 divided by 8. We can cancel out 4, so 7 by 2. Cancel out here 50. 7 into 50 is 350%. Question 15. These two trapeziums are congruent. Find the value of A, centimeters, and the value of B, degrees. We know that these two are congruent, and we can see that this trapezium has been rotated a bit to get this. And if we see correctly, the 7 centimeters and the 8 centimeters line up. So A is equal to 7 centimeters. And now, what about for B? B is an angle in degrees. We can see that's just the angle right above A. This angle, how do we find that? Parallel lines here. We have one out of two angles at lead angles. So B is equal to 180 minus 80, which is equal to 100 degrees. Question 16. A map has a scale of 1:200,000. The distance between two towns on the map is 5.5 centimeters. Find the actual distance between the two towns, give your answer in kilometers. So 1:200,000 we can convert to 1 centimeter is to 2,000 meters, because divide by 100, this is centimeters to get 2,000 meters. And we divide by 1,000 to get kilometers. 1 centimeter is to 2 kilometers. So 5.5 centimeters is to 2 into 5.5, which is equal to 5.5 centimeters is to 11 kilometers. Question 17. A. Write 167% as a mixed number. 167% is equal to 1.67, which is equal to 167 by 100. B. A model car is 12 centimeters long. The actual car is 252 centimeters long. Find the ratio length of model car is to length of actual car. Give a ratio in simplest form. So it's pretty much 12 centimeters is to 252 centimeters. And we can divide both sides by 12. It'll be 1:21. Question 18. A. Complete the table of values for equation y equals 3x. We just multiplied by 3. Y is equals minus 6 because minus 2 into 3. 2 into 3 is 6. B. On the grid, draw the graph of y equals 3x. So minus 2, minus 6 is here. And minus 1, minus 3. 0, 0. 1, 3. And 2, 6. Now we can simply connect the dots. Draw the full line. Question 19. Look at the calculations in the box. Drawing around each of the calculations, which will result as a factor of 48. This one's going to be 24, because 4 into 6 is 24, and because 24 into 2 is 48, 24 is a factor, we get this. 3.5 plus 2.5 is 6, and multiplied by 7 we get 42. But that's not a factor of 48, so it's not correct. Or yes, we get 42 here. 3.5 plus 2.5 into 7. 2.5 into 7, we do it first. And when we do that first, we get 17.5. Add 3.5, we get 21. So this is equal to 21, but 21 is not a factor of 48. 28 divided by 7 plus 7. That'll be 28 divided by 14, which is 2. And 2 is a factor of 48. And that's why we can circle this. 4 into 1 plus 5. That'll be 4 plus 5, which is 9. But 48 divided by 9 is not a whole number. And that's why it's not a factor. This is 9, by the way. 28 divided by 7 plus 7. That's equal to 4 plus 7, which is 11. That's not a factor of 48. So we don't circle it. Question 20. Point P has coordinates k minus 3. Point Q has coordinates 2, minus 3. The length of PQ is 6.5 units and k is less than 0. Find the value of k. Because they both have the same y value, the x value is different. And the x value has a difference of 6.5 units. So either k minus 2 is equal to 6.5 or 2 minus k equals 6.5. Or that means k is equal to 8.5 or k is equal to 2 minus 6.5 when you bring like this, and then that'll be minus 4.5. In this case, we take the negative value because k is less than 0. That's the answer. Question 21. Work out 3 by 5 plus 1 2 by 3. Give your answer as mixed number in simplest form. So we can convert these to improper fractions. 18 by 5 plus 5 by 3. Let's convert the same denominator. We can have denominator 15 because 5 into 3, 3 into 5. So because 5 into 3, multiply 18 into 3 as well to get 54. And then we add, because 3 into 5, we have to multiply 5 into 5 as well, so 25. And now we get 79 by 15, which is 5, 4 by 15. That's the answer. Question 22. P divided by 5 by 7 equals 3 by 5. Find the value of P. That means that P is equal to 3 by 5 into 5 by 7, which is equal to 3 by 7. That's it. Just 3 by 7. Question 23. Work out 0.35 into 6 into 15 plus 1.65 into 3 into 30. We can simplify it like this. 0.35 into, what's 6 into 15? 90. Plus 1.65 into, what's 3 into 30? 90. Now because these two are common factors, we can take it out. 90 into 0.35 plus 1.65. And if you realize, this will be equal to 2. So 90 multiplied by 2, which is 180. Question 24. 50 people were asked which was their favorite color. The infographic shows some of the information. 6 people stated that green was their favorite color. Complete the infographic for green. So 6 out of 50 means 6 by 50. And converting to percentage, 12 by 100, 12%. Now if for orange, 16%, and that means 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. So 1 line distance is equal to 16 by 4, 4%. So we can write 0, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. And this is the percentage value. Now for green, it's 12. So we draw an arrow till here, like this. Just label it like that. B, work out the number of people who did not have a favorite color that was green, blue, red, or orange. So that'll be 100% minus all these 4 percentages. 12%, 20%, 26%, 16%, and the whole thing multiplied by 50, which is the number of people. That'll be equal to 100 minus 74, which is 26% multiplied by 50. 26 by 100 into 50. And now we cancel out 26 by 2, which is 13 people. That's the answer. Question 25. Naomi travels to an interview. The car journey is 1/3 of the full thing, train journey is 5/8 of the full thing, and walking is the remaining 500 meters. Find the length of the journey in kilometers. So 500 meters is equal to 1 minus 1 by 3 minus 5 by 8 of the full journey. So that'll be 2 by 3 minus 5 by 8. And when we do that, we can make common denominator 24. 2 into 8 is 16, minus 3 into 5, 15. So 1 by 24 of the journey. So that's 500 meters. And let's say the journey is equal to x. So 500 meters is equal to 1 by 24x. And x is equal to 500 divided by 1 by 24, which is equal to 500 into 24, which is equal to 12,000 meters, 12 kilometers. That's the answer. And with that, I come to the end of my video. Please like this video, subscribe to our channel, share this video with your friends and family, and comment on how you think this video was. With that, it's me, Sanjay Vasu, signing out. Thank you. Bye.